All right, Rick. If you want to do a walking bass line, a bluesy walking bass line, the first thing you got to know is the 12-bar blues. So it goes like this. This will be part one of our video. 12-bar blues is the chord progression you need to know. And it has 12 measures, hence the name 12-bar blues. 4 beats per measure. All right, and then it starts on. We're gonna do blues in A. So A, here, D, A, D, A, E, D, A. All right, so here's what we got for blues in A. You got to just know this pattern. You got to learn this pattern. The first chord is our 1 chord, or it's the chord of the key that we're in. I put a little 1, Roman numeral 1 there. And the 1 chord starts us off. The next chord is D. And D in the key of A is known as the 4 chord. It's the 4th chord in the key. And sometimes you can do this by counting on your fingers. A, B, C, D is the fourth scale degree. So to identify this or to label it, I'm going to put a 4 Roman numeral. Okay, and then we go back to our 1 chord. So this is the pattern. 4, 1. Down here, 5, 4, 1, 5. So the bottom line is the most complicated of the 3 lines. Starts on the 5 chord, 4 chord, 1 chord, 5 chord. And in the key of A, which is what we're going to do, it's E, D, A, E. So if this is at all confusing, we need to go over this in lesson together and get used to this a little bit. But you're going to use this as your framework to walk bass. So I guess, let's see. So here's our 12-bar blues. So you can kind of see that actually. Put that up like that. If you can see that or not. Looks like it's blown out a little. All right, so I'm going to start with my 1 chord A. All right, and we get 4 beats of A. So I'm going to walk through this chord progression just playing the root notes first. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we got 4 beats of D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Back to A for 2 measures. 2, 3. Now we're on the 2nd line here on D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3rd line E. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and we repeat. Probably thinking, that sounds like crap, that's not a walking bass line. You're right, but we're not there yet. We're just walking through the framework of the 12-bar blues, playing just the root notes. And what you should realize when you do this is there's this pattern or this kind of relationship here. So here's my root, here's my 4 right below it, and here's the 5. 1, 4, 5, 5, 4, 1. So there's only 3 notes you need to know to do this. So anyway, so now we got our little framework going of the blues. That's part 1. You gotta know this. You gotta know this, otherwise you're just gonna be farting around and just making noise. The next thing I want to remind you of is the pentatonic scale. 2, 3, 4. Let's see, so we're in A, so this would be the 5th fret. That looks like this. So 5th fret, 6th fret, 7th, and 8th. All right, that's your pentatonic scale. It should be somewhere in your notes from last time, and if not, if you need me to, like, maybe I could send you a PDF with some of these diagrams or something like that. But anyway, these are things you got to know. So if you don't know this, we got to memorize it. This is the pentatonic scale. So here it is. All right. So I'm going to use that as notes to create this walking bass line. All right, let's see here. Let me get it going a little bit, and then we'll talk about how I'm doing it. Let's see, so. Just messing around, but and that is my corny version of the walking bass line, so something like that. And some of the things I did, well, I used the pentatonic scale, and not just the regular pentatonic scale, but I used these in-between notes, the in-between notes. So instead of going, I went. I'm just playing these in-between notes. So instead playing 3 notes here. All right. So those are notes I'm using. Here's the trick that I meant to mention last time that I forgot to. A chromatic walk-up, a chromatic approach to these root notes. A minute ago we played the root notes. We played through this 12 bar with the root notes. Well, every time you're supposed to land on a root note, what if you start 3 frets back and go so that is a good little trick right there. So I'm going to play through this real quick. I'm going to go back to my 12 bar blues here. 12 bar blues. And I'm going to play the roots again. But this time, instead of just playing the root, I'm going to do the 3 frets walking up into the root. Alright. So, alright, here we go. I'm going to walk through the 12 bar blues, and I'm going to I'm just playing the roots with this 3-note little walk up. Alright, here we go. So, that kind of gets you in the ballpark of a walking bass line. Let's try it here. I'm going to use the blues play along here. 1 second. A blues play along. Alright. Hope you can hear that. Hope it's not too loud. I don't know, I hope you can hear it okay. So we're right here. I'm sorry, right here. Now we're here. 2, 3, 4. 1. And knowing where you are in this is crucial. You gotta know where you are in this chord progression at any given time. You gotta know that. So that means you gotta have this memorized. You gotta have played through it a bunch. You know, you gotta get used to it. All right, so here we are. So I'm gonna go through the roots and play those walk up notes. Here we go. 3, 4. Now I'm going to use the pentatonic. That's this one. All the while considering, the whole time I'm always considering where I'm at and what my root note is. Now I'm going to try and use it all put together. Here's the roots. So, what did I do there? Well, played through the blues. These play-alongs are nice. I'll put a link to that play-along in the description of this video, but they're nice because they'll just play this chord progression for you, and you can just practice keeping up. That's a 12 bar blues in A. To play along with the 12 bar, I used the root notes, which were E, D, and A. I used this pentatonic scale on the 5th fret, like A minor pentatonic. And then I used this new idea that I just presented today of walking into the bass note, walking into the root note. Instead of just playing A, I'm going to walk into it. So I'm playing the root notes, but I'm walking into it. And then I'm doing little fills and things, little flourishes using the notes of the pentatonic scale. And when I use the pentatonic scale, I use the in-between notes as passing tones, little do-do-do, like this. So here's the straight A minor pentatonic. And here it is with the in-between and the passing notes. Same scale, I'm just playing the notes in between. So, what a video. I hope that hope you made it this far. Anyway, this stuff I think generally does better in person. So we'll go over it again when I see you. And again, I wanted to also talk real quick before we go about playing with the drums, because you sounded like maybe I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready. Let me get a bass line first. You're never going to be ready. You got to just start doing it. So I'm gonna encourage you strongly. Next time you come in, I want to go with the drum set and figure out some bass lines and just jam out. It'll be fun, I promise. All right, brother. Peace. Talk to you soon.